Today's lesson will cover the second part of Learning Target 1 in Unit 5. We will be taking what we talked about in Part 1 and now representing the relations in those three ways: a mapping, a table, and a graph. For this example, we will start with a mapping. Like we described in the last video, we need to make two vertical rectangles or ovals, then label them as domain with a D and the range with an R. In the domain oval, order your x values from top with the smallest x value and work your way down to the largest number. Then do the same for the y values. The x's would be -2, -1, 2, 5, and the y's would be -2, 3, and 5. Notice on this one, for the y's, there are two -2's. When this happens, you only have to write that number once for a mapping. Then draw your arrows from the x's, connecting them to their y's. Next, we need to draw a table. At the top, label the first column as x and the second as y. Next, draw lines for the rows that you will need and write your points in the rows. X is in the first column and their y's in the same row in the second column. So 2, 5, -2, 3, 5, -2, and finally -1, -2. The last one, you must graph the points on a coordinate plane. For 2, 5, start at the origin, then go 2 units to the right because 2 is positive in our x, then up 5 because 5 is positive in our y. For -2, 3, start at the origin and go -2 to the left because -2 is negative in our x, then up 3 because 3 is positive in our y. For 5, -2, start at the origin and go 5 to the right because 5 is positive in our x, then down -2 because -2 is negative and our y. For -1, -2, start at the origin and go -1 to the left because -1 is negative and our x, then down -2 because -2 is negative and our y. On the next example, we are given the points 4, -3, 3, 2, 4, 1, and 0, -3. For the mapping, we draw and label our ovals. For the domain, we write 0, 3, 4 from top to bottom, and for the range, we write -3, 1, 2 from top to bottom. The x's had a 4 that repeated, and the y's had a -3 that repeated, so we only needed to write those numbers once. Then draw your arrows to connect the x's to their y's. 0 to -3, 3 to 2, 4 to -3, and 4 to 1. Next, we make our table and write our points in the rows that we have made. So 4 is across -3, 3 is to 2, 4 to 1, and 0 to -3. Then we need to graph our points. Remember to start the origin for each point you are graphing. For 4, -3, we go 4 to the right and -3 down. For 3, 2, go 3 to the right and 2 up. For 4, 1, go 4 to the right and 1 up. And for 0, -3, we can't go left or right, so then you can only go down -3 because when x is 0, it means you can't go in either direction for that axis. Don't forget to label your points. Hopefully you found this video to be helpful. Thanks for watching.